Do biscuits and gravy and casseroles?
We could do biscuits and apple butter or something.
Yeah. We'll see what kind of,
Pancakes.
I don't want to stand there and cook pancakes all morning. Casseroles are a lot easier. Okay, any other comments by the board of trustees?
I'm not a trustee, but I want to make a comment. I want to commend the board for hiring the clerk that they hired.
Yeah.
She has really gone above and beyond. She works at it, and I don't think you could have found anybody any better. I truly don't. And I also want to direct directly to her. I appreciate you, and I had no idea all of these things that would be popping up. So, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay. Next meeting, November 19th. Here in the Lions Hall, 6:30. Everybody okay with that?
It's the week before Thanksgiving, right?
Yes. Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I do have,
Yes.
Move to adjourn. Second?
I
All those in favor?
Square up like this and then.
Motion passed.
Oh, yeah, I did set on them.
Yeah. Okay.
What, and you left it in there? So I'm telling you next time. remind me.
Thanks for taking on the leadership of it. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you.
And like I said, I'll be done with football in October 31st, if not before then. I enjoy it, but 3 nights a week, 2 trips to town, ready to.
But if we wait long enough.
I think it's the same.
We'll get all.
I know it, but does it not, but it doesn't work if it does get plugged in, or does it?
No, the plug-in is just.
Oh, the light only.
The battery runs the clock.
So it just needs batteries, like it don't need it.
Is it not working at all, or is it just?
It's been that same time all night, and the second I had
That's kind of the way I feel about the meetings too. Remind me not to come and petition the board for hard drives. Pretty sure I've got it.
Not as though we had an ordinance that dealt with that and knew how to handle it. What if somebody has a heart attack and needs medication?
Glad you're doing that,
Just the ones you've jotted down already, Jim? Or do you want some extra?
Don't worry, you got Dave.
That's right.
One of these days you'll
I thought you did a nice job of kicking cancer with kindness.
Oh, no.
So happy to save you from the end.
I've got 6 people on the council. Lucille's here, so I counted all the cars.
Yeah, made it easier for those guys doing sound stuff.
Stop the bus out here.
And so I set up my thing, so they can turn down their.
Thanks so for everything.
I don't know if you've met my friend Richard Key. That's true. He saw you picnic. He's seen me a lot of things. People know you.
Yeah.
You don't know. But he preaches at a little Methodist church north of Trenton. And I told him to see when I were flying down there. And he said, well, do you think you'd come to our church? And I said, well, I don't know. And he said, well, do you think the chair could fit through the door because they have a narrow doorway? It's an old church. But I measured, it's narrow, it's wider than this door.
Yeah.
And so, and then I noticed down there, the Galaxies were in a rolling chair.
Right, yeah.
So I don't think it would be any issue. But anyway, Because, I mean, this is bigger than the chair you were in, and so you can, so I think it's fine, I mean, measures. I had a string, and put a clipboard.
Yeah, have to give me a call.
It's really nice. It's an old fashioned, wooden ceiling.
Yeah.
To the top. It's nice. And then Vice Congregation is really growing it.
Okay, a couple extra checks.
Okay.
She still has it.
He's got sewer.
Sorry.
Not sewage. We're still.
Have you got these? This is how many of
Do you want me to move this, David?
Yeah, just the door swings my way. Thank you very much.
Everybody's got the bill.
See you later. Have a good one.
He has it. He has the original.
Thank you, Lucille.
Thanks, Lucille. Good night.
And I guess had
Did I?
You're talking about the letter.
No, the bill from the sewage pump lift station.
I made you I didn't make a copy. Okay.
Is that correct? Right, Mandy, to like propose?
I asked her to, if she had anything, send it to me, and I can pull everything together, and see if there's any language that would work with it. But you can propose it directly to it if you prefer. But,
Maybe better through you.
well, I don't know, because I don't know how to write it. If I knew how to write it, I'd written it a long time ago. But what it seems like from the discussion that we're at is what we're after maintain property, unruly grass and weeds and stuff. We want to take it out of the room lots. What intended to be lots. We want to take it out of the room lots. We want the people to maintain.
Because that's scary. If you can't weed eat around every lamppost or whatever, or, fence post, then.
No, I understand very well what you're saying. There still needs to be a baseline somewhere, my opinion doesn't start too low. But there does need to be a baseline somewhere so that when you do have a truly unruly, unmaintained situation, that it can be dealt with. And it does have to apply equally to everybody. You can't really do that thing about just.
I know it's too bad because they say it's just for the out of
They
town.
don't really say that. They say that.
They were saying that. Well, they were saying that originally.
Were they? I don't think they say it's just for that. It is most likely to apply there.
It's not applied equally now, though, because she can have taller grass on her property than I can on my property.
And that has been vetted pretty well. And frankly, those changes were made at the request of you guys when we dealt with the unforested lands, with the forested lands and
That was the result of
Of me
us
pointing out to
doing
Beth
That's
that
right.
she had forested land.
and then she's like,
and then
oh,
somebody
yeah,
else brought up the pastures and so, but in any case, that's neither here nor there. The point is that what we're after, I think, is something that can be equally applied and deals with the things that we're really needing to deal with, and not with the things that they're not needing to deal with. And I've never heard them say, I've never heard anyone say on this board, I have heard it elsewhere. And I understand why it's scary, because like in Canada, they actually do that. I mean, they actually do pour around.
I know she
native
was saying her
grass.
saying they never do it, and I remembered you telling me or Christy saying that they just give you a citation. You don't even have your day
It's
on the
awful.
board.
It's awful.
And I've had customers tell me that people would come in, somebody went into their kid, into the house when the parents were gone, and I think this was a
It was
dog.
over dogs.
They took their dog. Another customer told me yesterday that the dog was in their backyard, was in the kidder. They came and took the mother, then they realized it had pups on it, so they went back in the yard again and got the pups out of the shed.
You know where most of that comes from? That doesn't usually come from ordinance enforcement. That usually comes from the PETA types, the rescues and such. There are people, and we have some in Gallatin, there are people that think that the interest of the dog trumps everything, and they'll go in and take them for their protection. But that's not something that we can do under the ordinances that we have. Nor we can do at all in any other way. But Jen is correct that
Except for you, I'll probably see you in about 3 weeks.
Good to see you again.
Jen's statement that it's never done, she's referring to these small towns that we work with, because it's never been an idea in anybody's mind that it would apply to people's ordinary grass. But I understand the concern because I do know it is done elsewhere.
Just because you have a benevolent dictator now doesn't mean that they're going to remain benevolent.
Tell me about it. I understand that, So,
Yeah,
anyway,
and
I'm
that's
just suggesting that.
Well, she's actually invited us to work on the wording and submit it to her, let her work something.
Yeah, or like I say, you can propose it directly if you want to, but if we can come up with something using, everybody's minds, whoever's minds is right.
Divine intervention. Okay, God. What shall I say?
Yeah, that's right. Because I haven't got it. I'd like to have it, but I haven't got it.
Oh, yeah.
Language,
Well,
And
I mean,
I've been
aren't you
through
kind of waiting for them to
ordinances
tell you that you want some of the
Well, they are supposed to be working on it too, but they may or may not come up with anything. And so if we can have something to offer that may be the solution, may or may not. They may not accept it, it doesn't make any difference. But if nobody offers anything that is acceptable, they're gonna stick with what they
Yeah,
got.
if we just sit here and say what's wrong and don't propose what's right or what we think, we would like to see, then that's kind of not fair.
Because they don't know how to write ordinances, they need some help.
Well, it is true that they were going like for 3 years through this. As we went through the records that I saw for the first time, I could see how Patty would be like, we worked so hard on this for 3 years. You could just see the labor of it, things crossed out and resubmitted. And so
There was lots of parsing. They were always in charge, But being in charge doesn't make a difference if they don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in any case, Deanne seems like she writes pretty well. You seem like you write pretty well. Some others maybe too. And any suggestions? Like I say, you guys can present anything you want to the board. If you have some thoughts.
Thank you, Lucy.
Remember what happened in the area.
Repeat it every year.
That's why
Yours
you.
is punched in the face.
That's why you wear your contacts tonight, right? Elaine's nice.
Is this Allison?
I think this is Allison. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I think last year you were fiddling with everything too.
I know. See, it had a washer, but this thing.
When you get outside, you'll wish you
Whoa. I do have a coat. I get to go water my horses.
Dark, it's only 10 o'clock.
But I filled the water last night afterwards, so that all I have to do is be out for the river. Bye.
We're gonna have to eat lunch before because it's a 12 hour. We'll find something to do. It won't be that big of a deal. But I texted Luke today and the day is this going to be barbecue, is it going to be a meal thing?
No, that's gonna be Allison's, I bet.
I took stuff, so I asked and they said, he said, no, he said meat, cheese trays, finger foods, wine.